Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning, sir. Hang on, you've already been once. Keep going here, they do.
Well, it's a special day today. It's the first of the resumption of the Bold Explorer
Group
walk.
walks.
Yes. And we're very excited, aren't we, Julie?
Yes.
So we today are on a gorgeous sunny day here at Dallyn's farm in Byworth, near Petworth in West Sussex, with members of the Bold Explorer group, fans of the show, and also people who put up their own posts and go on walks and do their own thing and all of that. So it's thrilling. We haven't done this. How long was it last we did one?
At least 18 months. I can't remember exactly.
18 months?
At least.
Yeah, because of the old COVID thing.
Yeah, for the pandemic.
So hopefully, and this is the day, as we do this, is the day before Freedom Day, the second Freedom Day. There may be another Freedom Day yet to come because it seems that they all come like buses. But we've got our fingers crossed. The great thing is, no one here is wearing a mask. We're all outside, so it's all good. Don't need to.
Never needed a mask outside.
So, Lee is somewhere. This video was going to be a bit of a hodgepodge because we're just going to wander around Lee's farm. I'm just going to intercut with a whole load of shots of us looking and what have you. But you should get an idea of what a lovely rural country farm is like in West Sussex on a very hot day.
With a bunch of people on it.
With a bunch of people, yeah.
Yes, very excited.
Brilliant. One of the fascinating things I think about doing a farm walk, especially with members of the group who are interested in the environment and of course heritage, landscape and nature, goes without saying, is that they can ask Lee lots of pertinent questions about farming and the practices of, and get that from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So Lee is just telling us about a trial that's been going on with Southern Water about whether there's been any leaching from the chemicals that they put on the ground and on the farm. It's fascinating. Do you know if you are leaching?
Well, we are, because we can't help it, just by the pure nature of ground and the soil we're on. And just the other end of this field where the waterworks are, there's actually a borehole for Petworth. So most of this farm is in the red zone, or a big chunk of that field is in the red zone, where we're not allowed to do a lot of things, and then the rest of that field's in the catchment for the borehole. And we're extremely free draining here, so it all gets down to the water table very rapidly. And obviously the Rothers only just a couple of fields away. So they're doing it round here just to see what it is, and then in the future they can base their, base any funding for farmers on this trial and see, well, this method works, so we know that it works, so we'll pay certain farmers that are in more sensitive catchments to do this because we know it helps us. Because it's cheaper to do it here than it is for them to do it at the waterworks. The phosphate is the problem with leaching. We only put the phosphate on where it's needed. We may do when we get back to the farm.
Taking a short break here, taking advantage of the shade on this walk. How's it going for you, Julia?
Yes, it's very good. Didn't think about the terrain for my mum though, but...
Oh, yeah. We have all abilities on this, so some more able than others. But we just happen to pick a very, very hot day, not deliberately,
Which
of course.
doesn't help, of course.
No. But
it is. It's lovely though, isn't
it's
it?
lovely. Lee's very knowledgeable, of course, because he is a farmer and it's his land. And as he was saying, his family had been on here for something like 40 odd years, was it?
Yeah, 41 years.
41 years, originally from Devon. And we went past the field that the ploughing match was in a few years ago. If I remember, I'll link to the video. It's a massive field, but apparently in the old days it was 2 farms and 15 fields.
That's quite significant, isn't it?
Isn't it?
From 15 fields to one.
To one great
just
big
for
field.
Convenience.
Yeah, and of course in the 70s, as Lee was saying, farmers were were paid to pull up the hedges, and now they're being paid to put them back again. The irony of it
It's
all.
just heartbreaking thinking all those hedges teeming with life at their pinnacle,
Yeah.
being ripped out.
Well, that was the old English countryside that everybody's fallen in love with, all those small fields
Yeah.
and hedges, and now we do see bigger fields with more monoculture. But this is still a small farm, so I don't feel so bad about that.
No.
No. And Lee is such a lovely bloke.
He is. You can't not like him, can
Yeah,
you?
exactly. Well, we better go and rejoin the group, haven't we? Recording now.
So, hence
I've
why
been told
the cost has
that
got to
this
go up. It's all very well,
gonna
we've
be
got the
hay for
machinery, blah,
horses.
blah, blah.
So I
But,
figure
the machinery
by
involved in
hiding it,
producing
I
this,
could end up in a stable.
he's probably got a price tag of £100,000.
It's so hard to get hold of some of it too towards the end.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've
Working yet?
5,000 years out.
We just pause for a moment because it's such a hot day and we need to stop and take stock, and it's given people more opportunity to ask questions of Lee about farming issues. And we've just heard a conversation about milk, and everybody knows the price of milk, and Lee was explaining how that price works out for him as a producer and the consumer buying it.
a litre of milk out of the farm gate is 35p. A litre of milk in Tesco's is 65p. I think it's double. Yeah. So we're producing it, and our margin on a 35p litre of milk is probably 1 or 2 pence. Well, the supermarket, yes, there's 2 people in between that have got to make a margin, the supermarket and the processor, but they're both taking a margin. They're not taking 1 or 2 pence margin, they're taking 5 or 10p margin. So it's not filtered back down to the people that are doing it yet.
No.
Not quite yet. And so we're playing a massive catch-up game.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Here's the wife. Apparently used to die, yeah. Went away, turned into fencing and got paperwork back.
Nigel's joined me. Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Being tripped over by dog.
Oh yes, you've got little. Now this is half something and half something else.
Yes, it's a golden doodle, which is a golden retriever with a miniature poodle. And it's called Ziggy.
Oh right. After Ziggy Stardust.
I don't know. I think you're going to be wanting to be picked up. So
Oh yes, let's have a look at. Well, I was going to cut to another shot, but you've just saved me the effort.
Save the edit. Oh,
Yes. Are you enjoying the walk?
this is tremendous.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It's lovely.
An
It's
insight.
Just to be, well, yeah, just nice to be out again.
Oh yes, that's true.
And with this group of wonderful people.
I don't know where we found them. I mean, they just suddenly turned
Oh,
up.
quite. They all came packed in a van.
Yes.
It's a bit of a rough ride getting here, but we survived.
You did. You didn't mind the sardine effect.
No,
Oh, good.
no, we all queued up to use your toilets as
Yes,
well. So.
that's probably will at the end. Yes, thoroughly enjoying the walk, and it's great because we're crossing all these different fields that were once many different fields in the old days, and it's interesting to see how a farm develops over the last, well, certainly 40 odd years, if
Yes.
not longer.
Yes, the medieval field system is something that has preserved in a small number of areas, but on the whole, things are what they need to be at the time. So
Yes.
big spaces are made small, and then small spaces are made big.
I'm going to stop here
What's
because
required.
I'm just going to walk through a great big puddle.
We have a lake with the dogs standing in it, and this one will actually lie in it as soon as I put her down.
Excellent.
You want to watch that?
a warthog in another life. Yeah, it's a lot steeper than that one.
The walk is long and arduous and we are all flaking, but we stopped at this lovely house on the hill, the old gamekeeper's cottage, and the lovely lady Lucy came out with a tray full of water, and she very kindly watered us all before we died from dehydration. And now we've just been coming through a large forest of all sorts of different trees, but we've got an oak tree behind me which has fallen over, and hiding, stalking prey, is a cat. And of course Julia was over there like a shot because she's a cat person.
I love cats.
Do you love them, do you?
Almost as much as they love horses. Ah, very cute.
And it's just standing there watching us.
I think it's just hiding from the heat.
I don't blame it.
It doesn't look stuck.
No, I don't think it's stuck.
I think it's a little perturbed by all the people who are coming crowding around the tree.
Absolutely.
It is later, but that's my age.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if they come down here, it's very cool, that house. It's lovely this time of year.
We've made it back to the farm. We're all pretty exhausted. The sun has beaten down on us. We've tried to keep ourselves as hydrated as possible. It's just been one of those very hot days. I'm not quite sure what the edit of this will look like because I've just been shooting and trying to enjoy the walk as well, so it's been a bit of a mishmash. However, it does give you an idea of what our walks are like. We do try to get somebody to have some knowledge about where we're going and take us around. Other times we just pick a route and people get together and we just enjoy it. It's a nice social thing. People can take photographs, they can upload them to the group if they want to, or just enjoy the walk or whatever. So I hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly have. If you see another walk advertised, we tend to put them on at the end of the month, alternate Saturdays and Sundays, to make it easier for people to try and come along, I guess. But anyway, there we go. That's it. I think that people are eager to get away. Here's one gentleman. Are you off? Are you off?
We're off.
Did you enjoy it?
It was fantastic. Very hot, but thank you.
Very hot, yeah.
A great way to sort of celebrate Freedom Day.
Oh yes, absolutely.
With the man that's got us through it. So thank you, Richard.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming, and have a safe journey back.
We will do. Thanks
Take
again.
care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
There we go. I think people have enjoyed it. They might be a bit flaky. And here is Colonel Cragratty.
Good afternoon.
Who is dressed in his full attire. My goodness, with guns and hats and steampunk stuff. Have you enjoyed the walk?
I've had a very nice time, yes, very enjoyable.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
It was too hot to wear this on the walk.
No, would you have worn it then?
If it had been cooler, yes.
Goodness gracious,
Yeah,
you're a madman.
goggles as well.
Yeah, got it. And you've got these wonderful guns. Do they actually fire?
Oh yes.
Oh, here we go. It's going to shoot somebody.
Oh, that one's got a bit stuck.
Oh! There we are. Don't get on the wrong side of Colonel Cragratty. Thank you very much for coming.
It's an honour, sir.
That's been good fun, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been great.
I think we're all going to flake down though this afternoon.